Oh hi, did you know the governing body have been trying to find out who I am and where I live? Just to annoy Dubtown police, I thought it a good idea to move. And since they consider me a pirate, I thought I'd move here. Come on in. On this channel I've never really discussed Bible verses, but recently a JW used an often quoted line with me that needs analysis. After using the line of, "But where will you go?" they said, "Without the governing body, you would never have learned the many precious Bible truths." Here is that quote that I found in a watchtower. So I thought, okay, let's test this theory. How many of the JW's precious Bible truths stand up to scrutiny? What are some of the crazier things that they consider precious Bible truths? We'll call this one, "To Whom Do You Belong?" If you've ever been a JW, you'll be very familiar with this song. So let me ask you, if you were a Jehovah's Witness, to whom do you belong? Which God do you now obey? You would likely respond, well, Jehovah is my God. Jesus is my master. Who does the governing body think your master is? Who do they think you should bow down to? Who do they believe you serve? Well, there's no need to speculate, because they tell us in the 2007 April the 1st Watchtower, the humble submission of the other sheep to the anointed members of spiritual Israel was foretold in the prophecy of Isaiah. Now pay close attention to the words in Isaiah 45 and verse 14 that they say is a prophecy about the relationship between you, the other sheep riffraff, and the glorious anointed governing body. This is what Jehovah has said. The unpaid labourers, that's you, of Egypt, and the merchants of Ethiopia and the Sabians, tall men, will themselves come over even to you, and yours they will become. Behind you they will walk, in fetters they will come over, and to you they will bow down. So the governing body is saying, you belong to them. God made a great crowd of slaves and gave them to the governing body to do their work for them. They say that they are the slave and you are the publishers, but it's the other way around. They are the publishing house and you are the slaves. The next paragraph explains that symbolically the other sheep today walk behind the anointed slave class and its governing body, following their leadership. As unpaid labourers, the other sheep willingly expend their physical strength and their resources, ka-ching, shocker, in support of the worldwide preaching work that Christ assigned to his anointed followers on earth. So you are the unpaid slave labour to do the work assigned to them. Now you may wonder, why on earth would anyone go along with this? Why would you slave for human masters and do their work for them? Well, it's because you are told that if you don't help them and be nice to them, you will die at Armageddon. For you to gain salvation, you must make sure you have done enough for them. If you think I'm making this up, an article in a 2015 Watchtower discussing Jesus judging people as sheep or goats says, what if the reason why people will be judged as either sheep or goats? The outcome hinges on how they have treated the remaining ones of Christ's Spirit-anointed brothers on earth. He describes the sheep as righteous because they recognize that Christ has a group of anointed brothers still on earth, and the sheep loyally support the anointed during these critical last days. So salvation is not through faith in the Christ, but rather it hinges on how wholehearted you are in doing their preaching work for them and by giving them your money. So the next time you're at the Kingdom Hall singing, "To whom do we belong?" remember that the governing body views themselves as your masters, that they own you, that you are their unpaid labourers, and you are expected to obey serve and bow to them, because your salvation depends upon it. If you would like to see a very visual demonstration of how easy it is to get sheep-like people to follow you, head over to Goatlike Personalities channel and see his hilarious and yet absolutely true video on this subject. And while you're there, subscribe to his channel already.
Follow me to eternity. So, this is the shiny bucket because it's full of new light. They believe so. It's really empty, but the thing is with goats, they believe what they want to believe. So I'm the only one that's allowed to look inside the shiny bucket. I'm the shiny bucket prophet. No, apostasy. Apostasy. Throw her out.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you like this one, go watch this one or try and binge watch here.